you get in this predicament?
Poor choices.
All right, we've got something exciting for you Bleepin' Jeepers this weekend. We're going on a little road trip, but first I need to make a little road trip before the road trip. Let's go check something out. Hey guys, this video is brought to you by GoForth Tire. I'd never been to GoForth Tire in Kodak, Tennessee. It's just down the road from Pigeon Forge where the Jeep Invasion is. I'd always heard that he was the go-to guy for Super Swamper tires, but I didn't realize until I got there that he's the go-to guy for any off-road tire, even tire and wheel packages. GoForth carries in stock and ready to ship any and every off-road tire you could ever want and Beadlock wheels. Heck, they'll even mount the tires on the Beadlock wheels if you want. GoForth also ships all over the country and even the world. And after visiting with him, it was apparent that this guy knows his stuff, and that's why I recommend him highly. If you're looking for that hard-to-find tire, or if you need tires fast for that next event, GoForth is your guy. And if you'd like to meet him in person, Scott GoForth will be unveiling his custom LJ build at the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion in the Vision Wheel booth. I look forward to seeing you guys there. And right when I got home, it started pouring. We're gonna be full of water now. Nice. All right, guys, the rain has let up. I just got back from GoForth Tire, and we got some really cool Vision wheels. We've also got some Super Swampers. You guys remember the Scorpion was set up on Super Swampers from the get-go. I went to Maxxis, and then I went to Milestar. I think it's about time to go back to Super Swamper. So GoForth set me up. He makes some really good products. He is a really good guy. Hadn't talked to him much, but I went over there, spent about an hour, maybe 2 hours with him today. And what I found out was that he provides a lot of the tires around the US, and he's got most of the stock. Not only does he have Super Swampers, but he's got Mickey Thompson, he's got Maxxis, he's got USD Stickies. If you are in the rock crawling scene, he's got everything you need. And he also has wheels, and he can ship them out as soon as possible. His prices are very, very good. He's probably going to beat any competitor's prices out there. And what I found out was that he's just a cool dude, and he sends those tires all over, which I didn't realize that he actually shipped them, but they'll just put them on a pallet, send them out your way, and they've got them in stock, so they're not buying them and shipping them from somewhere else. He actually knows that they're in stock, and they're going to get to you right away. So I got these 17-inch Vision wheels, and he actually was telling me about them. They're called the Manx. They designed these specifically for their rock bouncers. One of the previous complaints that I had with Vision is that the offset was all wrong, and they went and they fixed this. So this is a 3.5-inch back spacing, and it's a beautiful wheel, so we're going to put that on the Scorpion. And I also have the Super Swamper TSL SX Sticky, made in the USA. Check that out. Now, if you can feel that through the screen, but they are sticky. You know what that means, Josh? I'm gonna start breaking stuff now. Josh, check out this wheel. So he was telling me that they redesigned the back bead. You know how a lot of times tires will burp from the back bead? So they redesigned it to have this lip, and it's really sharp right there to keep that from popping off and burping on the back. And then look at this. Look at inside there. That is sharp. It almost cut you right there, but that's to hold on to the front bead. You see those little grooves in there?
Locks it in.
That's really neat. And then I can't remember how many bolts there were, but there's a lot of bolts in there, and they are nice. That's going to be so cool.
And it actually came with the bolts, which is nice.
It did. We've gotten wheels before that did not come with bolts, so that's good. Let's get them mounted up and head out. So check that out. Hopefully it's going to shrink a little bit when we put air in there, but it is a little bit bigger than the Super Swampers that I have. Of course, this is a 43. This is a worn out 42, but it's going to be a little bit bigger. Hopefully we don't have any rubbing issues though. But man, that's going to be cool. It looks a little narrower, but I think that's because it doesn't have a wheel in it. But look at the difference that it's going to make on the Scorpion over here. So this is a 42. This is a 43. Have I ever had tires this big on the Scorpion?
You had these. These were on there.
Yeah, but those were 42s as well. So I've never had a tire this big on the Scorpion. So it's going to be interesting to see if it rubs or hits anywhere, which I know it's going to, but hopefully it won't be detrimental. I started out on the Scorpion with 40s, and then I bumped up to 42s, and now we're bumping up to 43s.
You built it for 39s, didn't you?
I think I built it for 39.5s, yeah. All right. Beadlock party, that's my favorite party. Beadlock parties. Say that again.
It is required that professional tire and wheel installers are used for the mounting process.
I'm not a professional. Are you a professional?
I'm not a professional anything.
Uh-oh. We better take them back. Oh. Alright guys, I got this out of my dad's truck, and we've been using it as a tire mounting board to keep the wheels from getting smashed onto the concrete. Something else cool that Josh noticed when taking these wheels apart, it's got 2 sets of threaded holes, and what do you think the reason for that is?
If you strip a set out or break a bolt off or something like that, you just turn the ring a little bit and put it back on.
So that's got some really nice grooves there, 2 sets of holes, a little lip there. Have you guys ever mounted beadlocks before? This is the fun part. Josh, you think you can do it on your first go?
I don't know. I don't want to screw up these wheels either, so I might try to do it the fun way.
Hey, you got it. You know what you forgot though?
Valve
Valve stem. So the cool thing about beadlock wheels is that you don't have to have a tire machine because it's fairly simple. You just push that one side through, and then the other side, you flip it over, you put the bolts on, and you air it up.
Oh, God, that's heavy.
Alright guys, so we're also taking Project Bumble here, and if you remember, I told Josh from the beginning, build this thing like a buggy because it's going to turn out like a buggy. And now we're at the point where he's like, okay, we're taking off the doors. But then that leads us to the next problem. We just lost power again. What are you doing out there? Trying to start the generator up? So we're taking off the doors here, and I don't know what you're going to do about rain because it's starting to come down. It's supposed to rain this weekend. Are you looking forward to getting wet?
It happens, it happens. We all got to get wet eventually.
Okay, give her a shot. Oh yeah. You better put that outside the door before we suffocate to death. We got our light back. Alright, so where were we? We're going to take off these doors because Josh can't help himself but to bash them all the time. I mean, look at that. He's constantly wrecking this thing like it's a wrecking ball. Are you going to take off the back hatch?
I think so. I have to close that up.
You're going to save about 5,000 pounds, I think, just by taking the doors off.
Yes.
It's going to look a little bit
Look terrible.
silly because we didn't build it for this. But I think you'll be happy with the results.
Driving it, yeah. Yeah, I'll be happy with the driving results.
I think it looks pretty good. It makes it look mean. And it makes it look a lot less dented.
Now, I gotta take the windows out.
This one's already out.
Yeah,
Self-clearanced
there's not
itself.
much holding this one.
You want me just to break this one out? I'll just kick it. I don't think that's coming out in one piece. That's a glued in window. You can save a couple more pounds by pulling these all off. What happened here? Did you have to take a leak one night real late?
I hope it doesn't look like that. I got some kidney issues.
Something is wrong. Alright guys, I got a new toy. Check this out. This is a Evolution metal cutting saw. Basically like a circular saw, but you can cut through 1/2-inch steel plate. Like I could cut this welding table in half with this thing. Haven't ever used it yet, and it's probably a blade for steel, but I've got some aluminum here I'm gonna cut anyway, so let's give this a shot. Not liking something. Did I hit the table? No. I think it's just the fact that it's dropping out. It's a lot bigger than I had anticipated. When I saw it online, I thought, oh, that'll be perfect.
It's like a circular.
It's like a circular saw, but no, it's like 4 times bigger than a circular saw. Makes a pretty good cut, though. You know what they say. Measure once, cut twice. Perfect. Now just hot glue it in place. What are you doing under there?
I'm getting all the metal out.
Oh, why is there metal in there?
Broken axle shaft.
There was chunks of broken axle shaft in that area?
Not this time, no. Last time there was.
Stop putting pressure on it and just drive it like Miss Daisy.
No.
Alright, it's getting there. It's almost ready. It's almost ready for Leatherwood this weekend. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Did you guys see the tires? We're going to show you in a second outside if it'll stop raining out there. Oh man, that's looking so good. It's going to be great. Got him down to 7 pounds. They still look like they have too much air in them at 7 pounds, but we'll see how that rides. Hey Josh! Yo! Time to weigh these!
Alright.
Alright, you wanted to weigh these. I got a scale.
Okay.
How much would you think that one of these back doors weighs?
Back door, I'm going to say 50 pounds.
Okay, so I'm exactly 150 with my clothes on here. It's topping the scale.
Just set it on that scale.
You think I can just set it on there?
Yeah, just set it on there.
Okay.
67.5, and that one's missing some glass.
And that's the rear door.
That's the rear door.
67.5 pounds. Let me grab a front door. Oh god. This one has got to be 80.
Has that one got glass? Yeah, that one's got glass. It does.
Okay.
76.2. And I don't know how much that back hatch weighs.
So you're good at math. Add all that together. What do you got?
150 and say almost 300 plus that back hatch.
300 plus the back hatch? The back hatch has to weigh as much as the front door at least.
So figure 350. That more than offsets the weight of the cage.
Does it?
Yeah.
What about the weight of all the tools that you always carry around?
There's a couple hundred there at least.
If we just had a remote control, you wouldn't have to be in it. It could save another 100 pounds.
It's true.
You could start it and then remove the battery.
I don't think it'll work very well. It's too new for that.
What a beast of a machine. Look at that thing. It looks fantastic. Ready to rock.
Ready to rock.
Ready to get mud all up in your gauges and your dashes and your face.
kicking sound system I installed last night.
Oh man, you were up late last night. What are those, boat speakers?
I thought, can I possibly make this more redneck inside? Yes, I can. I can make it more redneck inside.
What do you think of my new meat?
Oh yeah, that looks mean.
You like them shoes?
That looks mean.
I bet you it's gonna rub though.
Oh yeah, it's gonna rub right there and up here.
Hopefully it
There.
doesn't.
There.
Hopefully it doesn't rip the lugs off whenever it does that.
It'll just bend the tube.
Alright,
All
let's
right.
load them up. Why is it that by the time you get everything loaded up, you're ready to take a nap? I think I need a nap now. We got about 3 hours to go, and then we will be at the trailhead, ready to hit it. Are you guys ready? Josh, are you ready?
I am ready. Take a nap.
You need me to drive? Josh didn't get much sleep last night. Okay, Josh, what do you do in a tunnel? Do you hold your breath or do you honk?
I honk.
I wasn't expecting that.
Speed up. Speed up.
I just about passed out. Josh, don't fall off of there.
Yep, straight on back.
That's a mean machine now, isn't it? It's outdoors. He saved 1,000 pounds.
I believe it.
All right, guys, we are here at Black Mountain.